In order for your videos to get more views from YouTube, YouTube first needs to show your videos to as many people as possible, and if YouTube is not doing that, then it will be an uphill climb to quickly grow your video views. So how do you go about letting YouTube show your video to as many people who are interested? Hi, I'm Winston the Solopreneur Warrior, and in the third part of this video series, we are going to be looking at video impression, why it's an important metric when it comes to getting views to your YouTube videos. Now, if you keep watching this video till the end, I'm also going to be sharing with you some actionable tips on how to improve your video impressions on YouTube for even more views to your videos. But before we get into all that, if this is your first time to this channel and you're interested in YouTube marketing as a beginner, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Now, how do you know if YouTube is even showing your videos to people? And how can you get YouTube to show your videos to even more people on their platform? Well, you can know if YouTube is showing your videos to many people on their platform by checking out the impression percentage in your channel analytics. YouTube defines impressions as the number of times your video thumbnail has been shown to YouTube viewers, and the percentage score includes only impressions on YouTube, not on external sites or apps. Basically, impressions on YouTube is when a viewer comes across your video thumbnail on YouTube, but the question now is, how does YouTube promote your video thumbnails? YouTube promotes your video thumbnails by creating impressions. That means YouTube shows it to many different groups of people. But who are these different groups of people that YouTube is showing your individual videos to? Seriously, just think about it for a minute. Who are these different groups of people, and how does YouTube group these people to create impressions? Well, your channel subscribers is a good option because whenever you make a video post, YouTube sends a notification to your subscribers. So that can be one group set that YouTube promotes your videos to. Now, most often when YouTube promotes your videos to your channel subscribers, the video tends to get more click-through rates because the people who subscribe to your channel subscribe for a reason, which is watching more of your video content. YouTube also shows your video thumbnail to another group of people on their homepage, people who have probably visited your channel or watched any of your videos in the past couple of days. Usually, this group of people are people YouTube is just testing to see if they just accidentally fell across your video content or they are really interested in your content. Take for example, if you click through now to your YouTube homepage feed, you'll probably see the latest videos from channels you came across in the last couple of days. That's YouTube creating an impression to see if you are still interested in that content. Now, for this set of people or group of people, there is always a questionable click-through rate attached to it. And that's simply because some people in this group are probably still interested in the content and some are not. Another type of impression YouTube creates is the search engine impressions. That means another group of people that YouTube shows your video thumbnails to are those making search on their platform. That also means if your video is ranking high on the search results with an attractive thumbnail and a catchy title, then it will also produce a high click-through rate. Now, the rest of the group that YouTube shows your thumbnails to are groups of people that are similar to your channel subscribers and similar to those who found your video on the search results. Of course, at this point, if your video continues to improve well on YouTube, YouTube will create more impressions to show your videos to even more people. But the very first impressions created by YouTube to promote your videos are these three groups of people. So whenever you post a new video on your channel, YouTube promotes or shows it to these groups of people, and when a group responds well to your video, they will also produce a high click-through rate, and as a result, YouTube will promote your video even further to similar groups. However, if a group of people do not respond well to your videos, they will produce a low click-through rate, and guess what? YouTube will stop promoting your video further, which will of course lead to low video view counts. Now, another metric that YouTube takes into account when deciding how far they are going to go to create impressions for a particular video is by looking at the video audience retention. You see, Clicking through to watch a video doesn't determine if someone likes the video or not, right? Which is why YouTube added audience retention in the mix to balance things up. In that case, if a group has high click-through rates and high audience retention, YouTube will continue promoting the video to even more groups and vice versa. Now, without going too deep into how YouTube balances the click-through rate and audience retention rate to determine how they promote your videos further, I think with the understanding we have here, it will give you a picture of what actions to take when it comes to increasing your video impressions. Since YouTube has decided to intertwine impressions, audience retentions and click-through rates together, the only way to get more views to your videos is to put an effort to improve on each of them. Now, another actionable tip you can take to improve your video impression is by improving on your YouTube search engine optimization. As you probably know, YouTube uses channel keywords, channel descriptions, and the type of videos you create to figure out your channel overall topic and category. That's how YouTube know which groups of people to place your videos on. Your channel keywords will help YouTube understand what your channel is all about, which will then help them show your video thumbnail to the right group of people, hence increasing your video impression. Now, when you optimize your channel keywords the right way, you can easily boost the rankings of individual videos on your channel. So, the simple actionable step here to increase your video impressions is by optimizing your channel and videos with the right metadata. Now, if you don't know how to optimize your channel tags, simply click on the Settings tab in your YouTube Studio and then click on Channel from the pop-up that appears. Next is typing out your targeted channel keywords here, and when you are finished, you can save it by clicking on the Save button here. Again, by adding your channel keywords, you'll be helping YouTube understand what category or group to place your channel and where to promote your videos when you post them on their platform. Now, when it comes to optimizing your videos, I'll assume you already know how to do that. If not, make sure to check below this video. I'll be linking you up to a video on all that. Now, in the next video in this video series, like I already mentioned, we are going to be looking at why many top YouTubers say click-through rates on YouTube is very crucial. We'll also be looking at some actionable tips that you can start applying in your videos to improve your click-through rate. And with all that, I'll wrap up this video. I hope it was helpful. If so, hit the like button below, share on your preferred social site, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another helpful video.